Hello. Um, where do I start? Well, I'm here to make a video, and Don't judge by the music that this is going to be like a depressing or anything video. I'm actually here to talk about some very important matters. Nothing political. Nothing blah. I'm actually going to talk about other things. Sometimes they're going to be random things, and sometimes they're going to be important things. Well, let me just cut to the chase. Today I'm going to talk about cell phones and social media, kids, and on social media. And I'm not going to say they're bad for them. I'm not going to say they're good for them. I'm going to show both good and bad things, so that while I guess connecting with people, you can connect with real people, as well as online. You see, I'm very on the fence about things. Like, there's always a good and bad side to things. Like Newton says, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. And well, kind of the same thing. There's a good and bad side to everything. Especially the social media kids thing. While, yes, it is very unhealthy in many ways, I actually see it, not seen. See it, let me rephrase that, yeah. I see people all the time on their phones. They barely pay attention to anything or anyone else around them. And their kids especially. I'm a kid myself, but I grew up without internet for a very large portion of my life, so I actually connected with people and animals, as you can hear my bird tweeting in the background. And well, let's just say I'm more connected than I feel like I'm a bit more connected than others. I see a lot of people. Especially kids. They ask their parents, "Hey mom, dad, can we get a pet?" They get them the pet. Then they barely talk to it. They barely have fun with it. They barely actually do anything with it. They just feed it, walk it, maybe exercise it a little bit. Other than that, they just let it roam around the house on its own. Well, pretty much every member of the family is on a electrical device. And you see that pretty much everywhere. Or nobody ever has breakfast anymore with each other. Nobody talks to one another. Or a long time ago, families actually, I'm not going to say people, they'd sit down and talk to each other about things. Like, "Hey mom, how was your day?" "Oh, it was great." And they'd actually speak to each other like human beings instead of, "Oh my god, emoji, hi there." And, well, how do I explain it? And what was I going to say? Well, anyway, so that's a lot of what I see. People don't really connect to each other anymore. They rather put a little emoticon and little what's the word I'm looking for? Abbreviations and bad grammar than actually talking to another human being. And I've actually seen this before, where two people will text each other while they are sitting literally 2 feet from each other. And it's sad. I mean, nobody wants to interact with any other living thing. On the other hand, I don't text. I mean, it's not that I don't like texting, it's just that I just don't like... I mean, I've never really texted before. I'm not a person who's grown up with like texting. I like talking to people, like having conversations. Not and most of this sounds kind of negative towards social media and all that, but don't worry, I'm getting to the positive part soon. And let me just finish up here on the negative side. And what I see is that, again, people don't socialize anymore. And I'm not just concerning these matters with human beings. This accounts for animals too. Oh, people have gotten so wrapped into social media that they'll pretty much do anything to get a like or a view or subscribers or followers. And I've seen horrible things. There was this one asshole. I cared intently for animals. He beat a puppy. He beat a puppy with a branch until it was lying on the ground, bleeding, and pretty much half dead, while laughing and having his friend hold his phone so he could film it. And it's horrible. I mean, beating a living creature that's only a couple months old just so you can get people that you don't even know to, like, subscribe or whatever. It's awful. Anyway, back to the positive. Let's go to the positive. And yes, it is very bad it's very bad in many ways, but I think it's also a good thing because it helps people connect to the world, actually. If, let's say, you're not a rich person and you know that you'll probably never be able to travel anywhere, the internet's the place to go. You get to meet other people from around the world. You get to see places that you probably never be able to see. And all from your living room or your home or maybe even the park. Although, thanks to electronics, many people don't go outside anymore, which is another bad thing anyway. It's a good thing because they socialize with people. Oh, and they it's hard for me to find positive things, but I'll be honest, it's hard for me to find positive things about this, but I'm trying really hard to. Oh, really, I don't want to make it sound like I'm all against it, because I don't want to be. But it does help people with low self-esteem, actually. People with low self-esteem, it really helps them, because it helps them interact and find people who are like them, like myself. Before, I used to be a very shy person. I kept to myself. I didn't have any friends. I was bullied a lot. And thanks to social media, I learned not to care about what people say. I was more outgoing in what I do. Like, before, I would like, if I ever thought something was weird and nerdy, I was like, nope, not gonna ever do that in public. But thanks to social media, I found that I'm not the only person who likes the things I like. And of course, yes, I still get bullied occasionally, like the random name of the week that goes on for like an hour or two, or the one idiot in class who steals my box of Pokemon cards and runs around the room with it. It's get up, slap them, and then quietly sit back down in your desk with the box. I mean, that's what I did. Didn't get in trouble because, well, she stole my stuff. So anyway, enough about that. So it does help. It helps people with low self-esteem connect to the world, find people who are like them. And also, I forgot to disclaim that this music is not mine, so that I don't get copyrighted or anything. Anyway, but yeah, it's got a lot of positive things towards it. And it helps people find different things, culture. It helps people find who they want to be. Like, for me, it gave me a lot of options towards what I want to be when I actually get to high school, want to graduate, what I'm going to do in college, and it helped a lot. Thanks to, well, not only my teachers, but the internet itself, I want to be a veterinarian. I want to help creatures that have been so poorly mistreated. And then that's a thing I'll talk about in another video. Animals. Animal abuse and all that. And deforestation. But that's for another video. I'm talking about social media here. Keep your mind straight. Anyway. So, it helps people find who they want to be. It helps people socialize, especially if they have low self-esteem. Helps people see things that they'll probably never be able to see in their lifetime, especially if they don't have the money. And, well, I don't know. It's really hard for me to find the positive, because I've seen the internet do such horrible things that it is hard to find the positive. But I don't want to see just the negative. Because there's always got to be a positive, negative side. Even if the negative is a bit more overpowering than the positive, everything, well, almost everything, has a good and positive, a good and negative side to it. Man, I'm sorry if any of you hate the way I speak, because as I do have a very intelligent brain. I don't want to brag. If anyone thinks I'm bragging, I just don't want to say that I am. I'm not. It's just that sometimes my words, they don't come out right. And, well, enough about that. I guess this ends the video. If this even gets any views, sorry, I have to speak slowly. If this even ever again, it happened again. If this even ever gets any views, or likes, or whatever, which I do not care, really, then I'm just glad to finally have the courage to talk about things with the world. I want to talk about things with people that I normally wouldn't talk about with anyone, really, not even my own mom. Especially my friends. I wouldn't, I mean, that's another video. Okay, I guess this ends the video. Well, I just hope you value my opinions and try not to crush me with your emojis or whatever in your comments, I guess. Okay, video ending.